What is up, my friends? You are welcome to a brand new week here on Anfield Agenda, and this is Monday evening's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. Over the course of this video, we're going to be letting you know who exactly wants £200,000 a week to play for the Reds. We're also going to be giving you an update on our captain Virgil van Dijk and his situation, as well as a bit of a feel-good story, which is the one I'm going to start off with. So, you know the drill. I do want to know your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy it, and of course we would love you to hit that subscribe button. I promised you a good news story, and I love to start the week in a positive way, so let's talk about this particular incident. So there was a group of 150 Southend fans who hired a party boat to take them down the River Thames to watch their match against Sutton this weekend. On the boat, they met an American tourist called Evan, who was sitting quietly by himself, looking a little bit out of place. They asked him if he was alright, because they were concerned about him, you know, big group of football lads there, and one person that nobody knows who he is. So they asked him was he okay, and it turned out he'd gotten on the boat by accident. He thought he was going on a sightseeing tour of London. So what did the football fans do here? What did the Southend fans do? Well, they showed the very best of what football fandom is all about. They got the beers in straight away, gave Evan a ticket to the match, which ended 1-1. And throughout the game, the away fans were heard chanting, "Evan is a shrimper, Evan is a shrimper, la 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 la." That is beautiful. Well done to those Southend fans. Well done to football. They are the type of feel-good stories that football fandom should be about. So well done to everybody involved. Right. Let me know, by the way, in the comments, if you've had any weird incident like Evan there, by the way, ended up in the wrong place, but it ended up being a fantastic day. Let me know. Let's talk about somebody who, if he makes this move, will absolutely not be having a fantastic time, and that is Matheus Cunha. This report coming in from Alex Crook says that Manchester United are interested in signing Matheus Cunha. It's understood his agent will fly to London soon for face-to-face talks over a deal with potential suitors, not just Manchester United, but they will be one of the clubs. And I want to know from you guys, we know his release clause is about £62.5 million. We know Wolves are safe now, particularly after this weekend's results. So let me know what you think here. Do you rate Matheus Cunha? Would you be happy if he did come into Liverpool? We're talking about £62.5 million, which kind of puts him on a par with the likes of Hugo Ekitike. Maybe if you're looking at Benjamin Sesko from RB Leipzig as well. Similar type of figures there. So at 62 million, Cunha, would you take him at Liverpool? Or, most importantly probably, would it concern you if he went to Manchester United? Because for me, not one bit. I think he'd regret it. I think it wouldn't work out. But let me know what you guys think. So, at the start of the video, we said to you that we're going to let you know about who exactly was asking for £200,000 a week. And I want to know whether you think would be a deal worth doing for the Reds, or if it's too much money. So this article coming from The Times said that Liverpool started contract negotiations with Ibrahima Konate before October last year. The French international, 25 years of age, is said to be earning around 80 grand a week currently at Liverpool, but is holding out for around £200,000 per week. And I've got to say, I don't think Ibrahima Konate is worth £200,000 per week. I do rate Ibu as a centre-back. I'm very glad he's at the club, and I hope that he extends. Pushing yesterday's performance aside, which wasn't a great one, I just don't think he deserves to be up there with the likes of money that Virgil van Dijk is on, or even higher than the money that Trent Alexander-Arnold is currently on. For me, I hope Liverpool can find common ground here somewhere around the 140, 150 grand a week mark, because I really just don't think Ibrahima Konate is a £10 million a year defender. As good as he is, I still think he has some developing to do, and if I'm Liverpool, I wouldn't put him on parity with the likes of a Virgil van Dijk, what Trent Alexander-Arnold was on, or what Bobby Firmino was on at the end of his time. They were all in and around £180,000 a week. I know times have moved on a little bit, I know inflation has kicked in, but 200 grand a week for me for Ibu, it seems a bit much. I still want to be convinced a little bit more by him before I put him into that 250 grand a week bracket. So for me, if I'm Liverpool, I'm looking for that compromise around 150 or so. Maybe you can review it again then in a couple of years, and if his performances are still kicking on, push him up to the higher rate. So let me know in the comment section there what you guys think, whether you agree or disagree with me on that one, or whether you think you'd like to see the club give in and give Ibrahima Konate £200,000 per week. Right, Virgil, finally, there is some news and it's trending in the right direction. So Virgil van Dijk was asked, is there been any progress on your contract talks? And he said, and I hope everybody enjoys these 4 words, there is progress, yes, which is good news. So hopefully that progress is going in the right direction. He said, there are internal discussions. I love the club. I love Liverpool. I love the fans. All of that is the language of a man who wants to stay and captain this football club and wants to be here. So what do you think, folks? Are we going to see a situation where we get the here we go or whatever version of that for the Virgil van Dijk situation? Obviously, we all want him to stay, right? He didn't have the greatest game yesterday, along with Ibrahima Konate and probably Andy Robertson, who had a mistake in him as well. But that aside, Virgil's had another very good season, about to captain the club to a Premier League title. And for me, I don't know the numbers involved in this. I've no idea what Virgil is asking for. We believe he's currently on about 200 grand a week there or thereabouts. So let's wait and see what happens. But at least we know now from the man himself that things are moving in the right direction, that there are progress to these negotiations. Not just that there are negotiations, but there is progress in these negotiations. We are running out of time, obviously. The league title should be won in the next 4 weeks or so, but we've got 2 months left in this Premier League campaign. Virgil's contract, though, would run until the end of June. So we do want to know your thoughts on this one. Surely common sense prevails and Virgil van Dijk stays at the club. We spoke about Mohamed Salah as well yesterday. We hope Mo pulls up his socks for the next few weeks and gets back to the form we know he's capable of, and of course the form we know he's been in all season. So hopefully he can get his contract sorted out as well. And then all that would remain is for the club to let us know what's going on with Trent Alexander-Arnold once and for all. So just to summarise, Ibrahima Konate on 80 grand a week at the minute, believed to be asking for about 200 grand a week. Matheus Cunha potentially on his way to United, but his agent is flying into London this week for talks with any suitors who are looking to bring Matheus Cunha to their club. We also spoke about that good news story as well. And even more good news, tonight we will be back for the late night agenda at 8:45, where of course we'll look ahead to the weekend. We'll try and pick the bones out of that defeat to Fulham yesterday. And we'll ask, most importantly, how are you all feeling about this season and the direction that the club are going in? Because we're all delighted we're going to win the league. We're all delighted Arne Slot's doing so well. But there's just this untangible or intangible feeling of frustration that's kind of bubbling away at the minute. Maybe it's to do with the Virgil contract situation, maybe it's to do with the summer transfer window, but we do want to know your thoughts. So let us know in the comment section. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, drop a like on it, and we will be back tonight 8:45 with even more news, more in-depth coverage of the stories we've covered, and most importantly, we do want to thank you once again for your support. If you would like to come and see us at any of our live shows, remember, tickets are on sale. 25th of May, Hot Water Comedy Club for the last day of the season, and then 3 days later, the 28th of May, also the Hot Water Comedy Club. You can get your tickets to both of those events with the link in the description of this video. We'll talk then. Much love. Bye bye.